Hi, I'm Rosie.
Yay, I'm back on YouTube.
Welcome to my channel where I look into what's going on in the world intuitively, from the political to the personal. I have a Patreon page and I also do personal readings. From now until July 31st, I am doing a personal reading special. If you'd like to book your appointment, go to my website, rosieinsights.com, and use the code SUMMER24. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Joseph Life Investigator. I'm just getting the cards out. I was preparing for quite a while today, so I'm a little late. And and this time I did the makeup early. So okay. Well, first I'm gonna start with I like to ask for protection, be a ray of light coming into my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs, I breathe out, create a circle, step into it, feel protected, feel connected. I'd like to ask that information from only from the higher sources that create the good and only the good. So it is. Okay. So guys, there's a lot to talk about today. Of course, Kamala is doing good. It's doing very good. It really does feel as if it's her moment, right? And then we see that JD Vance and Trump are they're falling apart. It really, guys, I've said this before about even before this happened, before Kamala became the candidate, that I feel sometimes that I'm watching the past because it feels like those people feel so like they belong in the past. They are the past and they're gone. But we just keep observing them. So it's interesting. But I feel like in a way, even though it's baffling to have somebody like JD Vance, he really kind of had to exist in this moment because it shows all the garbage that the GOP is trying to do to us. It's shocking sometimes, right? When you read it, like, how could somebody be so dumb to actually say that out loud? But that's who they are. So we are enjoying I'm actually not enjoying, but we're seeing the meltdown, right? Okay. So there's a lot to talk about today. I did not make, I did not make a specific, I have a list of news here of items to cover, but let me just see. So the topics for today really are not too extensive. It's basically about lots of items that came out about JD Vance. And then the questions about what happened to Trump's ear. And now the FBI, I think it's so shady. They issued a statement saying that it was a fragment from a bullet. I don't believe it. Okay, I don't believe it because I've watched all kinds of crime shows as we all have, and they all have to there has to be an examination. Why has there been no examination, right? And they want to make this it's such an important issue for them that it makes it feels very shady. They're trying to make it a thing or cover it up or whatever. Okay. And then the state of Don Jr., he looks really high most of the time, but there's like lately he's just collapsing before our eyes. So let's get started. Okay, so uh first let's go with our faithful friend J Vance. He's a gift that keeps on giving. All right, so okay, so this is so this is a funny he was once an ambassador, I think, to in Moscow. You probably have seen him on and off on different talk shows. So did you see this, guys? This is fascinating. And okay, just one. Okay, you know what? I always forgot to do this. I have to, okay, click on specific, those share sound and optimize for video clip. Okay. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so let's,
Okay, look, here's a situation. Let's say Roe versus Wade is overruled. Ohio bans abortion, in 2022 or 2000, let's say 2024. And then, every day, George Soros sends a 747 to Columbus
That's
to
right.
load up
Yeah.
disproportionately Black women to get them to go have abortions in California. And of course, the left will celebrate this as a victory
Yes.
for diversity. That's kind of creepy, right?
Health justice is when we exterminate
That's right.
working
Yeah.
class Black people. Yeah.
Something really,
exactly.
something like that could, I mean, that would be a
For
really
equity.
weird turn of events that could happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like, if that happens, do you need some federal response to prevent it from happening? Because it's really creepy. And, I'm pretty sympathetic to that, actually. Okay, look, here's a situation. Let's say Roe versus Wade.
Okay, so just stop sharing. So guys, so that was a recording where JD Vance is saying that as abortions are banned in different states, let's say he gave the example of Ohio, that George Soros is like, oh, what if George Soros sends an airplane for people to go get abortions in different states? We have to go prevent that from happening. And he said that he used the term, she said, what if Black women go get abortions or whatever, like are in some, is this a fantasy, right? Oh, there's going to be this abortion ban, and then George Soros is going to send some airplane, and this is like how his mind works. Like, Black women are going to go in this airplane and get abortions. We have to stop that. We have to basically go after, and it's like, look at like, I don't know what, these people are really sick. They're sick because they're completely detached from reality. They imagine things and they fantasize. And it's so racist and it's so gross. And he says it publicly. Like, we have to, right? Basically, it's like, let me blame Black women for something that hasn't even existed. Like, it's not even a thing. And try to punish. Like, this is like, they say it out loud. This comes from did you see the account is the Kamala Harris's campaign account. And this is a person, like, and I'm sorry to say, this guy, like, what the hell? It's beyond, it's really like fascist and evil, truly evil. And he calls himself a Christian, right? It's kind of interesting. Like, this is a sick mind. And I saw another clip of his, and he was saying something like, we have to reward good behavior and punish the wrong. And it's like, punish, really? Like, it's so think about what he's thinking of, right? It's so interesting that how the way his mind works. It's like he has no interest. Let's look at let's say, for example, a family that's suffering a problem like hunger or poor education, whatever, right? Bad educational system or lack of access to healthcare. No, I'm going to ban abortion. And then I see Black women are going to go there. George Soros is going to send an airplane. And there's going to be Black women. The Black women are going to go. They're going to go in. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to punish. Like, this is like it's a sick mind that he's mentally ill. He's an evil psychopath person, whatever the hell this is. So that's the person we're dealing with. And the question of Michael McFaul was, in fact, okay. Sorry. Oh, just 1 second. I just got parents, elderly parents. Sometimes you get the messages. So anyway, but I just want to finish this thought here that, like, going back here to JD Vance, like, we can't believe we're seeing it. But the fact that these people you see their mind, how their mind operates, how their mind works. And then we have more. I'm gonna pause here for 1 second and then show you more. So now let's look at another statement he made. Oh my God. Look at this. So basically, Jenny, I guess this happened so quickly. I think it may have, was it yesterday that JD Vance, so I'm sorry, Jennifer Aniston, the actress from Friends, very famous actress, she said something about, I don't even know that she mentioned his name. She said something, wow, oh no, she did. This is a vice presidential candidate. I truly can't believe this is coming from a potential VP of the United States. right? The comment about childless cat ladies. Mr. Vance, I pray that your daughter is fortunate enough to bear children of her own one day. I hope she will not need to turn to IVF as a second option because you are trying to take that away from her too. So that's right. I think it's it's fair, like what she's saying, like what is right. So then he like instead of thinking like, because really I don't think of Jennifer Aniston as the person who's radical in any way, right? She's very like middle of the road. And Friends was I was not into that show, to be honest, but I know a lot of people love that show. So here's a person that people connect, like her, they connect to her, and he's like, there he goes again against her. So okay, so then do an interview with the Megyn Kelly show. Trump running made JD Vance address the criticism he has received from calling those without children as being childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives with no direct stake in the country. So right, so let's see.
Obviously, it was a sarcastic comment. I've got nothing against cats. I've got nothing against dogs. I've got one dog at home, and I love him, Megyn. But look, this is not. People are focusing so much on the sarcasm and not on the substance of what I actually said. And the substance of what I said, Megyn, I'm sorry, it's true.
Okay, let me just play it again. Oh, you know what, guys? First of all, right away, I feel like, there is a rumor of him wearing eyeliner. I think it's true. Look at his eyes. It look a little bit different. It looks like he definitely has eyeliner. So let's.
Obviously, it was a sarcastic comment. I've got nothing against cats. I've got nothing against dogs. I've got one dog at home, and I love him, Megyn. But look, this is not. People are focusing so much on the sarcasm and not on the substance of what I actually said. And the substance of what I said, Megyn, I'm sorry, it's true.
Okay, okay, first of all, he's wearing eyeliner. For somebody who's like, I don't know, I find it so bizarre, to be honest, like who's like a super conservative, there he comes with eyeliner. Like, I don't even wear eyeliner under eyes. It's like, he is definitely wearing eyeliner. I'm sorry. It's strange. So this is like him going after Jennifer Aniston. And like, and the whole, it's like it's doubling down on this. And even, did you see, guys, that even what's her name? The McCain's daughter, Meghan McCain, was like, that comment is not going well with conservative women. She said it, the thing about child cat ladies. So he can, it's like, wow, the guy is completely out of touch, right? So let me ask this. I want to show, there's more that I want to know. Like, let me just ask, there's more to come about him here. But just for now, what is going on with him? Why is he making these comments? Like, is he because I could kind of see, he's connected to the tech people of the world. He hasn't, it's like he has no connection to the real world. He hasn't met real people, but only like the fake. Hi, I'm Peter Thiel. I'm a monster. I'm a very bad man. I can't wait for humanity to be killed, the majority of them to die. I can't wait. Can't wait. Are you gonna do that for me? Will you, JD Vance? Right? It's really like, it's like, wow, I don't know what to say. So, okay, so then so the comment about, it's like, why, like, how, first let's go with ask about the comment about the abortion fantasy with the Black women on the airplane getting abortions, and then he's thinking punishing them. What the hell is wrong? What creates that? No, it's saying that in a way, it's saying Trump is a fantasist also, right? They create the false narrative, like the whole, like the border crisis, or this, like there's a lot of things that they exaggerate, and in order to change change the conversation. And so that this guy, he does that, but it's a bit like a child molester. Like, it's like he shares his fantasies, and so it's saying this is how he thinks is going to seduce. It's like, wow, what if right? It's like he's creating these ideas, these scenarios, so that he's saying he thinks that this is how he's going to get power, because the more evil he's in his mind, the more evil he sounds, the more people are going to like him. That's because it's saying, and wow, and then I see this image guy of Peter Thiel, like, oh, JD, you did so well. You did great. You did so great. He's like, but I see the expression, I see Peter's like, oh, oh, JD, only you can come up with something like that. Like something really truly evil. So it's like, so he's praised when in private he makes these comments, right? And then he's praised, and he sees that Peter Thiel gets really excited when he makes these extremely racist comments. And then he gets excited, and then he sees, because he's 36 and he's been very successful, I think, basically by repeating what he thinks people near him want to hear. So it's saying it has nothing to do with what will make him sound good in front of the population, right? It's saying that he won partially in Ohio, right, as a senator, partially because he had the support of Trump and had a lot of money and all that, all those things. But now you're seeing, okay, so then he has had, that's right, he has had access to the highest levels of power without essentially having earned it. He didn't come from the bottom. He was just essentially handed the becoming a senator on a platter. And then he just learns to copy and to push further. And that's how he thinks it's going to get things. So then that's how he thinks. That's right. So no shame. And it's like this weird, the evil fantasy thing. Now, what about the whole, okay, so that's right. It's the same thing. It's like, but it's saying that among his friends, and like they kind of laugh, like, what about this? What, it's kind of like, to them, it's a bit like a comedy show, rehearsing the comedy show, coming up with ideas like, oh, what if we say this and that? They're gonna love it. Or like the whole thing of the cat lady, oh, Hollywood. And by the way, meanwhile, Peter Thiel lives in LA, I think. And right, it's like, why don't these people live, right? Why don't they live in like the deep south or whatever they think, where they have like or somewhere deep in the rural area that has a massive pro-Trump population? They don't live there. They still take advantage of all the best the liberal society has to offer. At the same time, they engage in this sort of thing. So that's right. Hollywood, it's like, oh, ha ha ha, like, because it works in amongst the very wealthy pro-Trump billionaires, but not on the streets. So that's right. They're used to this. And the guy, and it's saying he also has a big ego, and it's saying his anger is starting to show, is going to start to show. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pause here to get something else. So this is something I had taken a screenshot of this and shared on the, I guess, community page. So this is the Advocate is a LGBTQ magazine, very, very famous. And so I thought it was interesting that it was them who posted this, how JD Vance went from thinking he was gay and changing his name twice to being an anti-LGBTQ plus extremist. So it's, I find that when Advocate has what he says about it interesting. No, I find it no, really, it's kind of interesting that they know what they're talking about, right? It's they're everybody over there, I believe everyone who works there is LGBTQ, right? So they're writing about it. So then I was like, whoa, because really, guys, okay, think about it. If you think you are gay, like you really thought of yourself as gay, like what else do you need, right? And then he becomes like crazy, so-called anti-gay, I think, right? And then this is a video, he had an eyeliner. So let's see here. Okay, and I obviously have nothing against gay people. I just have a problem with people that are very anti-gay, right? Issues like going after gay rights, but then they're gay themselves. Like that's wrong. Like it's self-hatred. But it's I just find it like I really cannot stand it. I find it so, the hypocrisy is like, and the self-hatred. Look at this. Let's read this together. Okay, so then okay, this part. Ohio U.S. Senator JD Vance journey from a troubled childhood in Appalachia to the halls of the U.S. Senate to being former Trump's running mate, has been the subject of much ink, yet his contradictory stance on LGBTQ rights is coming under scrutiny. Vance's memoir, He'll Be Elegy, contains a revealing anecdote about his childhood belief that he was gay. Influenced by a preacher's condemnation of homosexuality, young Vance feared he was destined for hell simply because he disliked girls and cherished his friendship with another boy. So I don't know what else to say, okay? So look at this. I just like, he even came out to his grandmother. That, you know, he wasn't like, he was a child, but still, he talked about his grandmother. And okay, with the blunt question and the assurance of divine love, regardless of his sexual orientation. So it's really like, I don't know. It's really strange. And then I just, okay, so okay, guys, so I find it like, imagine if I'm like, it's such a strange thought. Honestly, let's say, for example, I thought I was lesbian my whole life. I was like, oh, I was a child, I thought I was lesbian because I was really attracted to girls, which is not my case at all, right? But then I'm like, I had this thought, and then I'm like, let me go after lesbian rights. It's like, it's strange, don't you think? It's kind of like, I don't know. I find it, there's something weird, right? It's like, it's messed up. So I guess I have a question here. I guess my question is this: is he because, okay, then we have Peter Thiel, the guy. I have a long, this is beyond the scope of this conversation, but there's a lot of people that are very powerful that are also gay. Kind of, some of them might be closeted, also connected to Peter Thiel. And then, because guys, I'm sure it's, I guess, possible that you could have a benefactor who's gay and you like, who's gay, like a gay male, and then you have a candidate, like, I'm sure it's possible, right? But something about the Peter Thiel connection, I find it very, the way that I showed you the other day, how Peter Thiel reacted when asked about him, there has to be more to this story. I'm sorry. And the fact that, right? So my question is JD Vance having affairs? Like, has he had gay affairs? Now that he, because he's so against LGBTQ rights. Has he had affairs? And is there like a sex tape or something? Is my question. Has anybody documented this? Okay, so let's see. JD Vance, tell me. Yes, I see him, still adult with him more than once, it's saying. Because Peter had parties. This is famous. He has a lot of parties. So I think it's possible. Let's just say it, okay? Okay, behind the scenes, people behind the scenes. Delayed. Interesting. Trying to move on but can't, huh? Ooh, in the building, a tall building? Hmm? Coming out. Oh, or this is also the law. Oh, because he went to law school. Oh, this is a treachery. Oh, interesting. Somebody, but oh, guys, this is interesting. This card is called the priest card usually. I tend to see it as behind the scenes, but it's about tradition. Upside down, it's like he conforms to tradition too. So this could be that he is not tradition, no tradition, not tradition, huh? No. So interesting. Now the sun means something coming out here. Okay, now delay, or it could be that they're trying to suppress it. I wonder. So okay, so is there dirt? Okay, is there dirt on him? Is there dirt on him out there right now? Is there, like, whatever you call it, opposition research? Is there dirt on him about his life, like his closet life, let's say? Justice upside down. Okay, child, this is the past. Oh, interesting. Okay, compromise. So yes, it suggests that there probably is. Interesting, no? Interesting. Oh, often. Doubt, ending, doubt. Child, like, look, man here. Interesting, compromised. Ending. So what is going to, is this going to come out? Let's see. Is any of this going to come out before the election? Okay, what? Emperor, okay. Child, okay. Guilty. Letter, interesting. I see this. Oh. Oh, wow, yeah. So I think, okay, this is, I know I keep pushing for this, guys. I know I am like kind of very curious about this, but I do see that he's like, and somebody's giving an interview, and I see that it could be even, could it be a somebody who became trans, right? Could be giving an interview that they knew him, and I was like, we had the relations. So that's interesting. And he's really, because he sees it. Remember how I told you before that he had a future, like he saw himself, I'm going to be the president, and then something happens and everything falls apart. So sad for him, huh? Sad for him. No, I'm not. Not sad for him. Okay, so let me pause. Okay. So, okay, now I have I think I asked about this. How is asked about this in the other video, but I feel like what is going to happen, like I feel like this is not going to go well for Peter Thiel, right? Especially if this comes out, what is going to happen to Peter Thiel as a result of any of this coming out? It's going to come out or after the election. What happens to how is this JD Vance thing going to affect Peter Thiel on a practical basis? Okay, relationship, interesting. Okay, Page of Swords could be some sort of legal thing or harassment. Impasse, interesting. Okay, this could be older man, could also mean sex, actually. Sex partner. Oh, there's a ring. Put a ring on it. It was single lady. They put a ring on it. Did you put a ring on it? Somebody put a ring on it? Oh, interesting. Interesting information. Okay, but I put German cards for Peter Thiel. Huh? Good for him. Good for him. I'm very happy for you, Peter. Good man. So he looks like he's that comes from the depths of the earth, I just say. Okay, that's him. Hauptperson, important person. Main character. Oh, crying, traurige Nachrichten. No, I use plural. I use my heart. Was it Nachricht. Nacht is night. Nachricht. Traurige Nachricht. Sad news. Crying. Oh no. This is the encounter. Heavy encounter with the girl. Who is girl in the relations? Huh? Who girl? JD? Yeah, Peter. Who is girl? Huh? I'm not liking it. Not liking. So, problemos maybe, huh? Oh. Huh. I enjoy. Okay. So no, really, let me pausing. So interesting. Wow. I don't know how to start. What do I start here, huh? Okay. Let me pause because I enjoy. Now, I something else I wanted to tell you. So on top of all of this, something it came out today that JD Vance, he wrote, this is like, how could you even, it's almost funny. So he he wrote the foreword of the book written by the guy who is the head of the project 2025. Meanwhile, Trump is saying, no, I have nothing to do with this. No, I know nothing. I don't know about that. No, never heard of it. No. So the book is published. This is happening now. The book is published, and he puts on his Twitter. Oh, here, look at me. I wrote it forward. I wrote it forward. Okay, so. Oh, so. Oh, what? What's this? There's something covering it. Okay, what? Okay, guys, sorry. All right, so. Is it, do you see my, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand what I'm seeing, honestly. All right, so it should work. Okay, so here, JD Vance wrote the forward of upcoming book from Project 2025 Architects. Like how, this is like so funny. Look at him, how fake. But Republican vice presidential nominee JD Vance wrote the forward of an upcoming book from the architect of Project 25. Oh, huh? Okay. Now this is oh my God, no, I don't want it. So this is the book, okay. Dawn's Early Light, Taking Back Washington to Save America. So that's the book. All right. So, but there was the foreword. Here it is. Can you see it here? Foreword by JD Vance. So clearly he's involved in this. Now, my question is just about this connects, of course, to Project 2025. So are they going to succeed in their little project, a cute little thing going they have going? So what's going to happen? Are they going to succeed? Oh, guys, an interesting high priest upside down. There's something coming out that we don't know about yet. Okay, finance, about money. So it's no, and it's, to me, suggests more litigation and stuff that's not very nice coming out. Oh, a snake. I was lover of him. I was lover. Are you lying about it because I had sex with him in bathroom somewhere? I know it was him. I took picture or telephone. I can enjoy myself. I enjoy myself. A snake. A snake. Okay, now here is interesting. This is the network or the dream. This is money. So there's financial issues, financial declarations, and so all the people. So are they going to be happy about it? I see. Okay, interesting. That it's fascinating. I see here that JD Vance is like, he thinks he's like the big superstar. It's kind of like a Hitler Youth kind of thing, feelings like he thinks is the next Hitler or whatever. Because Hitler was quite young when he was coming up. Good guy. No, just kidding. Of course not. Of course not. Right? Like he was young, relatively young. So they had the whole Nazi project. I've studied this. They had a long time to build it up. So that's what he's thinking. He's like, I'm gonna have this, like, it's like this fascist dream. And I honestly, I do think he's like, he has his dream, like it's all men. It's gonna be all men. And so that's like he's fantasizing about this, like in his mind. I'm a legend. Yeah, yeah. Look at me. Oh, oh, oh. So so he's like, yeah. They're gonna have, I need to call the eyeliner company. The tone, it has to be more gray than the brown color I use. It's more flattering for me. Can you tell them to make a different kind of eyeliner for me, please? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get it? I need a different eyeliner. So, so anyway, so he does have this fantasy, but it's not going to work. And I see that he's like, what, because when he's like, I scored this great feat where I put my name with Project 2025. So all the right wingers are gonna go with me. They're gonna know that I'm the right guy. I did it all right. I did it all right. I have Peter Thiel's billions to build me to become a new person. So it doesn't work like this. No, not working like this. So sad for him. No, sad, sad for him. No. So so that's the story. Ooh. So yeah, so I see it again, like I've always seen that he has this big, it's like everything is perfect. This is like almost like the back to the narration. He was doing so well. There he was nominated for vice president. And then these things like bombshells blowing up. And and as hits the fan, right? So that's very interesting. I find that interesting. So that's it. No, it doesn't work out. So what is the feed? So this guy, the Kevin Roberts of Project 2025, what happens to him and what happens to Project 2025 in the next 2 years, let's say starting July 2024 until 2026? Oh, Tower. You know this card, right, guys? It's everything falling apart. Oh no, really? Lovers. Love is in the air. Is that right? He had the elephants? I was his boyfriend. I know him really well. He's lying to me. He's lying to you guys. He really is. Making plans? Not so fast. Oh, blocked. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, look. Blocked, a problem, blocked election, blocked issues. Now, this is coming out. So this is funny because the imagery is similar, right? Look, the mountain is an obstacle. This one is a choice, making a choice. In other words, an election. And this is to elect something, to choose something. And then here the 20 is public gatherings. So everything is coming. It could be social media, but basically the stuff that's coming out in the media, everything that's in the media, social media is stopping them. So that's that. So guys, I was gonna address other subjects, but it's mostly about them. So okay. Okay, so this is it for now. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna stop. And then there's more topics that I'm gonna do it over the weekend, but I think because I think it's been a little long for now. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot something important, so I'm back to do this last question. So a lot of people are suggesting that Trump is really upset with JD Vance. And of course, we know that this was reported even that Trump had chosen somebody else, and then he went with his sons. He chose. So here's, so okay, so okay, all right. Here more and more the Trump campaign is livid over JD Vance and are blaming Don Jr. and Eric. Lots of panic right now behind the scenes. Apparently Burgum was going to be Trump's choice, and then Junior Eric went batshit. So did Trump's billionaire tech bro buddies. So the question is now, they don't like, right? They don't like JD Vance for many reasons, because he's a terrible public speaker. He has terrible political instincts. He's not popular. So the question is, can Trump dump JD Vance? I think I might have looked into it, but is it possible? What's going to happen to JD Vance now that Trump, right, that things are going terrible for JD Vance and Trump? So what's happening? Weird. So I see that it's similar to what I've seen before. So I see that JD Vance is like standing and Trump is trying to hit him with a baseball bat. But then he's like a cartoon that he makes himself thin, and then he doesn't, so he's in place, and Trump tries to hit him and he can't. So in other words, I feel like he can't get rid of him. Why? So what happens? So let me see the cards. Is Trump able to get rid of JD? Oh, strength. Disappointment. Okay, chaos. Wow. Opportunity. Organization, opportunity to grow. Secret. So, so what happens? I also get a feeling that I think it's more complicated than that Trump can't really, I think he can't really get rid of him. I don't know. I don't know why. Why can't he get rid of him? Because the other people don't want now. They're seeing what's happening and they're like, actually, I don't want to be. They know that there's a possibility of becoming president, right? Because if he's elected and then I do think that the JD Vance's people thought we can get rid of Trump quickly and then take over. And that's why JD Vance is staying. But But the other people are like, they just have a very bad feeling about how this, and it's gonna get worse and worse. So I don't think that, why can't they? No, for some reason, I don't see it happening. I just feel like they may not be, but and I think it's about arrogance also, that Trump, right? Because it's saying if you were to get rid of, part of getting rid of like a JD Vance would mean that he has to admit that something was wrong in the campaign. And he's a little, and I feel like the money, oh, that's right. The money that Elon Musk is in fact giving him still, even though he says he isn't, right, is part of the reason why he's not willing to get rid of, because I think it's taking part of his money. It's complicated, but that's why he may end up not getting rid of him. Okay. Okay, so that's that.